has expired. I call the honourable member for Indi.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. 12 months ago, I stood in this chamber and delivered my first speech as the independent member for Indi. In that speech, I committed to making a difference in a range of areas identified by the people of Indi. Their message was that they loved living in regional Australia and they wanted our government to listen to us, to consider us when developing policies, spending money and delivering services. During this first year, my focus has been on championing regional living, regularly speaking in this House about what communities in regional Australia need to enjoy good and productive lives in the places we choose to live. But, Madam Speaker, what has become clear to me as this year has passed is the lack of a national plan for regional Australia. Clearly, we need a vision and commitment to address the differences between the regions and the cities. And travelling around my electorate, I listen to the problems that face those who live in regional Australia, and I hear the same old story. And the one complaint that is at the top of the list is that businesses can't reach their potential because of poor broadband and inconsistent mobile phone service. Public transport is the second priority area. Trains just don't run on time. The trains have no mobile phone coverage, no Wi-Fi to speak of, and passengers say they feel like second-class citizens. An ongoing track work being undertaken by the ARTC continues to delay trains between Melbourne and Wodonga. And regional communities only have to look at broadband and mobile phone service and transport infrastructure that is available to our city cousins to see the great divide between the city and regional Australia. Madam Speaker, we need to ensure that regional Australia has the infrastructure needed for families, for businesses, so that they can reach their potential. And we need appropriate and timely health resources. We enable our children to attend school and then move on to higher education. We need to have access to doctors and hospitals to be connected to Australia and the rest of the world. Quite simply, we need to be able to bloom where we are planted. I know that there are many members of this House who share my view. I believe the government is genuine in its endeavour to create an informed and connected community, a stronger and more sustainable economy, and a better quality of life for all Australians, both now and in the future. And I commend the work of the Regional Australia Institute, established in September 2011, with seed funding from the government. It is working to develop real solutions to key policy areas through research and ongoing conversation with the Australian community. The Regional Australia Institute provides me with some key data. 32% of all Australians call regional Australia home. 67% of our national exports come from the regions. 4.3 million Australians live in regional cities. 57 regional LGAs are growing faster than Sydney, and 60% of the 10 most efficient labour markets are situated in regional Australia. Regional Australia is crying out for the government to act. And, Madam Speaker, in bringing my remarks this evening to a close, I cannot stress enough that there's lots to be done. And as a Victorian, I hope the new Victorian State Government will be proactive to listen and act for regional Victoria, and I look forward to working with Daniel Andrews and his government. But in this place, I call on the Minister for Infrastructure and Regional Development and Leader of the Nationals to take up the fight for regional Australia in the Cabinet. Minister, as you well know, infrastructure is not just about roads. We need action on the full suite of infrastructure items. Strategic long-term plan for regional Australia on water, energy, broadband, public transport, freight, rail, telecommunications, higher education, manufacturing and health. Minister, your party priority is to build stronger regional economies and secure communities, to deliver opportunities and prosperity for all Australians and ensure a sustainable environment. And now, in your second year of government, it's time to deliver on this promise. I believe there is a strong message for the government from what recently happened in Victoria. Ignore the voice of regional Australia at your peril. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The question is